Election day is here, and there's a lot more on the line than you might think. If you're still on the fence, this video breaks down why sitting out just isn't an option, especially when our freedoms and our future are on the line. Today, we're pulling apart a pamphlet left by Kamala's camp on my front door that's filled with all kinds of claims, and trust me, we've got the receipts to prove just how absurd they are. They're lying through their teeth. Let's get into it. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So please subscribe, hit the notification bell, and smack that like button because you know why. So it's election day, guys. If you haven't voted yet, what are you waiting for? Are you cool with paying more for groceries, gas, and everything else that you need to buy? Do you want to watch your neighborhood and way of life change overnight because the Democrats are letting in millions of illegal immigrants? Not so much? Then trust me, get out there and vote and take 10 friends with you. Now, let's talk about what the Kamala team left on my doorstep. A little pamphlet they slipped onto my doorknob when they didn't have the guts to knock. Yeah, they took one look at my Trump and Dave McCormick signs all over my lawn, and they practically slithered away. But this pamphlet, it's loaded with bold-faced lies. And today, I'm walking you through each one with all the receipts that you'll need to counter these claims when the Kamala supporters come knocking. All right, so here we go. The first lie. Fighting for our freedoms and our future, it says. Really? Kamala Harris and her team have done the exact opposite. She was part of the administration that pushed experimental mandates, censored conservative free speech, and made life miserable for Trump supporters. They even arrested conservatives. And no, I'm not just talking about the January 6 people. They are clamping down on freedom, not fighting for it. And if Kamala's team wins, you better believe that another 20 million illegal immigrants will be heading our way. Think that's going to make America better? I don't. Now, here's where it gets even crazier. They claim she's going to cut taxes for more than 100 million Americans and stop corporate price gouging. Does anyone believe she knows how the economy works? Inflation hit record highs, and she wants to pretend that it's just temporary blip. And let's talk about those tax cuts. Has anyone ever gotten a straight answer from her on how she'd pay for all these new programs? Make the rich pay their fair share is her go-to, but guess what? The top 2% already foot nearly 40% of the federal income tax. Her war on the rich is just a ploy to score votes. It's called class warfare. It's what communists do. And then there's the prescription drug prices. She's all about expanding the Affordable Care Act and reducing drug costs. I mean, it sounds pretty good, right? But Harris was the deciding vote on the Inflation Reduction Act, which took funds right out of Medicare and funneled them into, wait for it, electric vehicle manufacturing companies. What? Can you imagine if a corporate CEO pulled a stunt like that? They'd be hauled off in cuffs doing the perp walk. But in this administration, that kind of maneuver is just another day at the office. Now, I get it. This all sounds like a lot. And maybe you're thinking, well, this is just how politics works. But if we don't speak up and make our voices heard, we're going to be in for more of the same, except worse. She's an idiot. We've got to do better, guys. And that starts with voting. So, yeah, when the Kamala folks come knocking, make sure you're ready. Send this video to anyone who's on the fence or just hasn't thought things through. Let's keep fighting for our freedom. So now we have at the bottom of the pamphlet, it says, reject Donald Trump's Project 2025 agenda. Now, I don't know why these people persist on lying like this, but Donald Trump has had nothing to do with Project 2025. All right. He has Agenda 47, which they never said a thing about because they have already demonized this Project 2025. Project 2025 was started by the Heritage Foundation, and they reached out to Democrats, Republicans, and independents. And a lot of conservatives latched onto it because everything in it would make the country stronger again for everyone. But she has here, they want to ban abortions nationwide. It's not listed in Project 2025. I've read it. It's not there, guys. She's lying. Gut Social Security and Medicare and end the Affordable Care Act. None of that is in there either. Give tax breaks to billionaires and big corporations while working families pay more. There's absolutely nothing about that in there as well. Raise taxes by nearly $4,000 a year for middle-class families. Bullshit. Now, Kamala's been running these radio ads in Pennsylvania where she says Donald Trump wants to increase your taxes on food. He will increase your taxes on clothing. He will increase your taxes on gasoline. She goes on and on and on. And what she's doing is, wow, she's lying, but the fact of the matter is that Donald Trump is not going to do any of that. Trump floated the idea of a national sales tax. And that's what Kamala's talking about, that when you buy something, there will be a national tax on that. But what she fails to tell you, because she is a bald-faced liar, is that if they go with a national sales tax, they will completely eliminate the income tax. So on the federal level, whatever you earn, you take home, which is a lot more money that you're going to be able to buy things for. Now, the sales tax is not going to be some outrageous tax of a percentage, right? And what will this do, among other things? Okay. This means that the underground economy will start paying taxes. You know, the drug dealers in blue cities, like when they run an all cash business, they're not paying taxes on that. Well, now when they go out to buy a loaf of bread and a gallon of milk or a Lamborghini, they're going to be paying that tax, aren't they? So it's not a bad thing, but Kamala they cannot give up this Project 2025 lie. And it is a lie, guys. Trump has said multiple times, I've never read it. I don't want to read it. I have nothing to do with it. All right. So here's the front of the pamphlet. And I removed Kamala's face because I didn't want to make anybody nauseous during this video. You're welcome. So it says, Pennsylvania, vote for a new way forward. How the hell is Kamala going to give us a new way forward? She's part of the Biden-Harris regime. They screwed everything they touched up. So how is she going to have a new way forward? Remember when she got caught stealing everything off of Biden's website for the policies and made it her own? Remember when she said recently, when she was asked the question on The View, like, what would you have changed of Joe Biden's? And she said she couldn't think of anything. Well, she still can't think of anything. So how is that a new way forward? Oh, it's a new person in the Oval Office is what she's saying. That's our new way forward. Oh, my God. So she says here, Vice President Harris and Governor Walz have a plan to lower costs. No, they don't, because they would have told us they had a plan. Trump has a plan. He said, drill, baby, drill, which they don't understand. They think it's just a catchphrase. OK, he said he's going to lower taxes across the board again. And he's not going to tax Social Security, and he's not going to tax tips. All right. So he has already given us a plan that will work, and it'll work a lot quicker than we thought. But she has come up with absolutely nothing. All right. So there you have it. It seems on every medium, whether it's in newspapers, on cable news channels, on radio ads, or in pamphlets that they drop on your door and run away like frightened children, Kamala Harris does nothing but lie about Donald Trump and about what she wants to do. Now, we know that she's lying because she hasn't done anything over the last 4 years, and she doesn't give the details of how she will implement anything that she lies about wanting to do. Now, today is your last chance to right the wrongs that have allowed the Biden-Harris regime to destroy our country. I honestly believe that if Harris wins, that's the end of the American experiment. They will cement communist policies forever. If you think they've abused the power of their office so far, they will grow that darkness on America exponentially. So please go out and vote for freedom by voting for Donald Trump to help save America. All right. Thanks for watching. Subscribe. Hit that notification bell if you want to be kept up to date with the latest in conservative news and analysis. I'll see you in the next one. Spread the word.
Hope is rising. Don't ask why. Help is on the way. Can't wait.